a match in my chain. Benny Y8 and I'm switching my lanes. Pack it up, bro, but y'all should be ashamed.
Alright, what up everyone? Today is a different video. Today's finally another video with the G. And as I'm editing the video, I'm making an intro and stuff. I feel like I said like for all my videos, but I'm making an intro right now because I'm still editing the video and my wife is actually right there in her new car showing me a middle finger. I don't know if you guys saw that, but yeah, so I did a video on the G. Car looks like really different now and stuff, you know, but I quickly wanted to say, so the video is gonna be like split up in like a few pieces, and the first 10 minutes of the video is like me fixing there's like the bumper, like the side of it is like cracked and everything. So I had basically tried to get the bumper back on, like the little, like the part where the brackets go to hold up the bumper onto the car itself. There was a crack there. You guys will see it in the video, and then the whole thing eventually fell off. And I didn't want to buy a new bumper because I like the color of the bumper, and I just didn't want to wait so long. And just overall, like, why, you know, I just don't want to buy a new bumper, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie and everything, because if I buy another bumper, it's gonna be for like this other design one that I want. So yeah, so I just end up fixing the one that I have. So in this video is gonna be me fixing the little cracked parts of the bumper, which you guys are gonna see where the brackets going to hold up the bumper. This is just like an Infiniti problem, I think, you know, where the brackets never really fit well. Like, I'm talking the OEM brackets never fit well and end up cracking and breaking over time. So this is a video of me fixing that. And it's crazy because like I had to take it to body shops and everything, asking them if it's possible for it to be fixed, and then they said no, bro. I'm on some Matt Armstrong type shit. I got that shit fixed myself. It's working really good. I have like put the car through testing already, like driven it, and everything in the car like works fine and everything. So again, in this video is gonna be me fixing that bracket and everything, you know. New grill, new Infiniti headlights, and into the grill. Also, I had fixed, like, I was driving on the highway when I had first got the car, not first got the car, but like when I had brought it to my mechanic to help do some work on the car. And when I was driving back, there was like a situation where I was driving on the highway, and like the splash shield or under tray for the car, the whole thing got messed up, and the wheel fender, the part where the wheel like the wheel is at, the fender for it all came off and like caused like a whole, not like an accident, but kind of like an accident where the car was like kind of slipping a little bit, and I was like wondering what's going on and everything. So it had like ripped off because the under tray was like not on properly. It was already like broken off, so it was connected to the fender, and the fender had cracked off, and then the whole thing came off, you know. So when that happened, the lights, like the switches for the lights, because I have like the Spec D lights and everything, the cables were like kind of rubbed, almost got damaged, but I managed to save it. So and just like, yeah, again, so like in this video too is me fixing that, then taking you guys for a little drive and throwing you guys like a little, just like before and after of how the car looks and everything, because like how I bought it compared to how it looks now is way different. So enough of me talking. Can you say hello? Hi. Yeah, so that's enough of me talking, guys. I'm gonna roll to the next clip so you guys can see that. See you guys in the next one. Okay, so we just got that on there. And guys, literally trying to install the side skirt right now. Okay, now I'm gonna just put the screw there. And I'm gonna try to install it down, like screw it in down. Okay, so what I'm doing is heating up the epoxy glue that was on the side skirt. Not the side skirt, like the front bumper. This is the part that cracked off, so this is what's making it hang. So I'm trying to actually fix this by getting off the epoxy and finding a different method or way of like a different method to like weld it on there. Although I know this is fiberglass, but I'm trying to figure out a way I can get it to just like get back on the bumper itself, which is over there and stuff. I need this part to get attached to it, so trying to figure out a way what I could do right now. But for sure I need to get the epoxy off, and it's only can get epoxy off with high heat and stuff, like 600, 400 to like 600 should be good. Just very high penetrated heat. So that's what I'm doing right here. Gets it soft, and then you just scrape it off with a knife. Okay, so I finally got the epoxy off the broken parts of the bumper, upper parts of the bumper, to keep it up. There's the epoxy there. Stove is hot and stuff, so I heated it up to very high temperatures to get the epoxy glue off. Now, if you guys look over here, the side skirt is on, as you guys may know, and on this side we already have it here, but it's cracking as well. Right now, the thing is, I just don't want to buy a new bumper, because if I buy a new bumper, right, it's gonna come in black, and I want the OEM color that I have and stuff. And right now I just don't want to respray the car or get it repainted at the moment and stuff, you know. I just want it to look a little bit better than the state that it's in. Also, if you look there in the vents, I took out, because when I bought the car, it had these there. Now those don't come with the car originally and stuff, from factory. So whoever owned the car before me, they were doing some modifications, and that's my cat, and they had cut out the vents. Now I really wish they didn't had cut the vent out, because I really like the vents and I love the OEM bumper. I just personally think that the OEM G35 coupe bumper, it's like one of the best looking. I just wish it didn't have, you know, I wish they didn't do what they do, because the goal was to have the lip on and then have that resprayed over into black and stuff, and have it like just have it, you know, nicer, like get it touched up, and it will look extremely well. And then, you know, I'm gonna order a new front grille and stuff. I'm going for a glossy, very high glossy black grille. I do want to go for the carbon fiber one, but you see, because I want the logo in the middle, I'm gonna have to cut like something like what they did there. I'm gonna have to cut a piece of the grill out and stuff to fit the logo. But I don't want to do that on a carbon fiber one, so I'm going for the gloss black one for now, you know. And the gloss black one still looks really good and stuff, you know. I want to get that, install it here, and get this fixed and stuff, because I kind of went off topic. This is what I'm trying to fix in the car, you know. It's supposed to be like this. That's how it's supposed to be, so when I mount the bumper back up on the car, it stays. But it won't do that, because right here is broken. It had broken off actually when I had gotten the car back from the mechanic and I was driving on the highway. I think at the high speeds, because it already had a crack, like on that side where it already has a crack right here. And so I was driving and I was doing probably like 70, 80, if even. I think I was actually at 60 something, and I think the pressure from the wind just like let it crack more, and it broke off. So I'm trying to, like, as I was saying before, I just don't want to buy a new bumper right now. I just want to like have the OEM one that I have here, and the color. And my main thing is because I just don't want to have a mismatch G35 and stuff. I just don't like that and stuff, even though I know I need a new bumper, but I want to just fix this one, and I believe I can do it. I just need to get the surface back on here. And I was thinking, like, I used the epoxy glue, and I had seeing it came off. Now what I'm thinking is that I get the epoxy glue off here, and I put this back here, right? And then you know those like lighters that are like a mini flamethrower? I'm gonna heat this broken part back onto here, and I'm gonna make it melt onto it, and then just like rub it into each other, so then it becomes one again. And then after that has happened, then I think I'm gonna apply over the epoxy glue mixture from both outside and inside, and that should make it extremely strong and stuff, because if it's melted onto the next side and then I make it dry and everything, and then put epoxy glue there, and then after epoxy glue I actually bought this. This is like a, you know, like when you like for patches and stuff, like in your walls and everything. Then I'm gonna patch it over the epoxy glue. I'm just making sure that this thing has extra strength that it needs and stuff, because if this car is gonna drive 80, 50, you know, 60, 70, you know, just any high speeds like that, not, you know, just it just takes the right amount of wind for this thing to break. So I want to make sure it's like withstanding the test, you know, me fixing it, it's like brand new again. Then I'll sand everything down and have it like working okay. But yeah, guys, I'm talking for like 6 minutes now. But yeah, I'm trying to like restore my bumper that I really should just go buy a new one, but I don't want it just because of the color and everything. So, and then I really want to get this fixed too. Okay, so what I'm doing is drilling holes here and there, and like kind of stitch it back into place to see if that works. So you're kind of off. You don't see that? Mm-hmm. You're off. You're applying too much pressure. Okay, I can't record. I just needed to line. You're okay. I just want to make sure I line this like this. Yo, that shit actually worked, bro. So I drilled like a hole here and through here, and then I put like the shoes lace in there. I just cut it to a small length, put it through there, and that shit, I just needed to hold on, and it did. So now what I'm gonna do is continue to lace the other two that I have remaining, and then I'm gonna set the lacing in between the slot there and melt it, you know, so it sticks, and then after it sticks, okay guys, so I just took off what's like the underguard, like the splash shield, because I was driving right after I got the car fixed up on my way home on the highway. I think this had just fallen off. I think it was already falling off, and it fell off even more, and it created, I mean, you can see it like rubbed on the wheels and everything, because the wheel is all like scratched up. You can see that right there. Look at the tire, bro. It got eat up because like when I was driving, like this whole thing fell off, and then it rubbed on the tire going across and everything. So it's like kind of shredded up my tires and everything, but it's okay, but it's not okay and stuff. I'm gonna get new tires and everything. I have new rims already, and the good thing is that even though this, I mean, it's bad that this broke and everything, but the good thing is that I don't need it. I was gonna take it off anyways, because I have a new splash wheel, the aluminum ones, that is like way bigger and goes all the way back. So I guess this just did it time, and it had to go somewhere or another. So that's gone. I ordered a new fender, like under fender, for my driver's side because the driver's side that got messed up. So I ordered a new under fender for the car, waiting for it to come. Yeah, we working on this car. We're working on her step by step, but she's coming along really good. Now I just gotta wait for those new parts to come in so I can install it. And as you can see, the side skirts are already off and everything, because I'm also like the side fender that was there, like I'm putting on side skirts and everything, so the car is gonna be a lot more aggressive looking now and actually aerodynamic, because I'm putting this thing through testing and everything to make sure that there's actual airflow going through all of this and everything, so when I corner, I can corner a bit faster, or if I'm going at top speeds, like there's actual air force going downforce going in and air is flowing through the car really good. This is how she carrying this right now. Okay, so now I've been already starting to cut right here. So I'm just like cutting off the edges right there. See if I can get it out. These ones are like hella close. I think I'm gonna have to, I mean, I don't have one of those little like, you know those like tools that have like a disc and it just like cuts like a saw? But the little circle ones, I don't have one of those. So I'm gonna have to try to figure out another way I can, like, after I get it out with just this, get this out, how I'm gonna be able to like properly get those off now, the little edges. But I'll figure it out. We just want to get this out at least first, because I'm already finished with cutting off these right here for the new vents. Okay guys, so I just put the new grill on, and one thing I will say, like, so it looks nice on there and everything, but what I wanted to do was install this emblem. I got the q50 emblem and stuff, the RGB emblem. This is the color changing one, so I wanted to like have it sit like this inside the new grill. That was always the plan for this car, but the emblem is a bit big, to be honest with you, so I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna still try to fit it in there, because I mean, it doesn't look bad. Like, if I kind of get it like that, it doesn't look too bad. I just don't want it to look tacky, you know what I'm saying? Which is one of the reasons why I bought just a regular base grill, like this type of design grill, because they do come in carbon fiber, and this is why I went with this design first before I upgraded later on in the future for the carbon fiber option, because I wanted to put the emblem in there and I wanted it to all like fit nicely. The next thing is that the grill, the OEM grill, has clips that goes through those slots right there. This grill does not have clips. Doesn't come with clips at all or anything of the sort. So it's just like, it's just basically gonna be held up by just right there. So what I want to do is, I'm thinking to probably just double side tape it, the lower end right there, and see if that works. I'm not really sure what other option I have, because I want to be able to still take this off whenever I want to and everything, you know. So unless the clips up here just work normal, unless that just works. But if that doesn't work, I'm gonna drill a hole here into the grill, so I at least have like, and use these stoppers right here, or these clips, to clip down each end so it at least stays. And then I'm also gonna have to cut here to make the emblem fit, because this was always the goal. Maybe I can look online for like a smaller size emblem, but I'm gonna try my best to make this work, because, you know, this was the whole goal. This is the look that I was going for, but I want it to be really clean and everything. I'm gonna get all these like scuffs and marks out. And as for the lower part, I already got the mesh out, so I'm just going to Home Depot and Harbor Freight, and I got some things to basically like smoothen that out so it looks really good, because I do have the new mesh, and it's right here. The new mesh came in today with the grill, and you know, I already have the lights, and this is a extra set of mesh. So this mesh looks really good. Like, I really liked it. I like tested it out just to look, So I gotta like have that part come out really nicely. So I bought 150 sanding paper. I bought you know, this file here to file it down. I also have so I could pull this out real quick. I also have this like, this is like kind of like a knife, like, so it's like sharp at the edge right there to kind of carve out the little markings right there. And then okay guys, so I just finished cutting out that side and it looks a lot more cleaner than this side. Look at the difference. And I did all of that mostly with just this tool right here. I had used the pliers, those clips that I had, but this really helps out a lot. It's just that it takes a bit of time. And for anybody wondering why didn't I just get one of those little saw things, I actually did buy one. It's actually up here. Let me show you guys. I actually bought one at Harbor Freight. But the problem is I did not know that it was my wife that I had asked to go pick it up for me and stuff, but they sold her the machine but didn't sell her the disc that comes with it, or at least let her know that you have to buy the disc and the charger and the battery because they're all sold separately. So that's when I end up got a bit hasty because I was just like, the new grill is here and everything that I want to put on the car is here for the most part. There's one more thing missing, which is the canards, but for the side of the car. But this all works right here. Like I already got really henches, and I had figured out that I could get these tools to do the job, and it's doing the job for sure. I mean, look how clean that side looks compared to here. So now I'm gonna do the other side. This approximately took me like an hour to do everything, like carefully sketch it out, everything. I'm a perfectionist. I like when certain things are done really good, so I'm trying my best to like get it done properly. So yeah, on to the next side. Okay guys, so I kind of took a pause on the shaving of the bottom part, but it looks better than before, as you can see. So now what I'm gonna do is spray the grill, and you guys probably wondering why, because I wanted a more darker color. I have bought a black spray. I want like a glossy black look to it, so a more darker black than this, but still very glossy at the same time. And I've already bought that, like the primer and the black spray, so I already put like newspaper on the ground, and I'm just gonna like respray it, so it's gonna look more nicer with the black emblem and stuff, you know. It's gonna contrast really good, you know. So I'm gonna touch this up right now. Yo, I can't believe I just did that, bro. I put too much of the primer right here, so it doesn't look as smooth as over there. Oh man, but that can be fixed. I just gotta wait until it's like fully dried. I probably gotta sand it down a little bit, then retouch it back. But you can see how smooth it looks and how much more better it looks in the gloss black. It just gotta be really smooth like that side. So yeah, so yes, that looks kind of messed up. I did spray the grill, and you can see where it's coming along nicely, but here's the problem. When I sprayed it, like, you see how this has like a nice finish, you know, just nice. there's like these little bubbles and stuff like that. Like I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Over here where you guys don't see sand is where I think it's okay. But before it was really bad. Like I had these like little lumps, so I'm trying to like smooth it down and then respray it so I can get like a very clean finish. You know, I maybe won't get it to perfection, like to the extent that I want it, but I'm doing my best to like get it like to the way I want it, at least likable for myself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, I'm sanding it down right now with 150 sandpaper, if that's how you say it. Just 150 sandpaper, sorry. But is what I got right now. So yeah, I'm gonna continue sanding it down. I'm gonna spray it over. I'm just trying to be honest with you guys, like the process of what's going on. So yeah, on to the next clip. Excuse all the mess. That's all from spraying the grill, and it's after a lot of sanding and different coating and trying to get it right. It's finally at least likable for my liking, you know, and likable enough for where I think it looks really good. So now I am cutting the mesh and stuff. I'm gonna split it in half. That's why you see the crease right there, and it's gonna go right where the bumper is at on both sides, right down there. So it should fit. So, well, if I fold it, you'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna cut it and mount it on there. And what I used to cut it, for anybody wondering, is this. I don't remember the name of this tool and stuff, but it's the best thing I could say. If you go to like Harbor Freight, Home Depot, or any like hardware store, just ask for like a pliers that cuts aluminum, and this is what they will tell you, like, oh, okay, this is what you're talking about, and you'll be good. Fast forward to another clip again. So they're all cut out, and what I had to do was use a zip tie, but surprisingly the zip tie doesn't show. I was using screws before, as you guys can see up here. There were screws there. You guys can see that there were screws right here, right here, right there. But the zip ties work, and it doesn't show on the other side. So when I'm finished, I'm going to show you guys. But basically all I'm doing right now is just like stitching everything together. Then I cut it and make sure that it hugs it extremely tight, and this end part of the zip tie is only covered through here, because when the bumper goes back on, you're not going to see that from looking outside. So yeah, step by step, but it's coming along. It's coming along. Grill's still in drying process. Okay, so just finished zip tying on both sides. It looks really good. Doesn't really show on the other side. Just did that side. This zip tie is loose. Oh, I gotta redo this one. I'll redo that one, but came out great. Looks great. It's great. It holds. Everything's good. Okay, guys, look at this. So, okay, guys. So I just finished installing the emblem into the grill, and man, that looks so good. It sits in there, which is what I wanted it to do, like sit in there really flush. It's in the center and everything. So yeah, that looks killer. So I'm gonna show you guys from the back here. So what I did is I cut the grill so these little like things sticking out the emblem can go in. And then what I'm gonna do, because it's pretty sturdy in there, but what I'm gonna do to make sure it doesn't move at all, because I don't want to drive and then the emblem falls out. This thing was pretty expensive, I'm not gonna lie. But I have a zip tie right here, so I'm gonna run the line like this, and then I'm gonna zip tie the line with the emblem into the grill, so it holds it down. So the line is gonna help keep it like sturdy in there. And then I don't know if I figure out anything else to make sure that this thing sits in there properly, it doesn't move or anything. It's not moving at all. It's pretty sturdy anyways. But just to make sure that if I could just find anything else that to just give it that extra support, just that extra security, I will. But for so far, yeah, that shit look. This thing looks great, bro. And then we did the mesh down there. We installed the side, the lower lip for the car and everything, and then we did the sanding and everything for here, so it's like strong and everything. I am gonna adjust this just a little bit more because or I might just let it stay, but I wanted a more gap right there because there's a lot of gap right here, not too much, but I want to make sure there's as much airflow going through on both sides because, you know, aerodynamics and everything. Okay, so I just got the zip ties in and they're all tied. So for anyone that just never thought about it, the easiest way to get the zip ties through is to just use like a tiny screw, and just like as you like send the zip tie through there, let me show you if I have one. Do I have any more zip ties? Okay, let me just show you with this one. Best way to do is like send the zip tie through there. When it goes through there, you just use the screw and just pull it through like that, and you just tie it. Okay, everyone, so I just put the bumper back onto the car. It looks this thing looks hard. It looks amazing. I need to get the side skirts on, but there was some imperfections on this thing and it's not fully going on, and I know what the problem is, so I'm gonna attempt that. And in the other video, like when I was installing the diffuser, there was like 2 ends of the diffuser that was hanging off. I'm also gonna fix that right now. So instead of using double-sided tape, just get a drill and drill 2 more holes in there and everything will be fine. But as for the bumper, I'm having some imperfections where this thing is not closing properly. And overall, let me just... Okay, so the whole thing looks good, but this is a problem right here. This right here, it comes in too much, and the hook for right here does not close. It doesn't close at all. So I gotta I think it's because I put the zip ties, because I put like 2 zip ties on here to give it the extra support, but I think it's probably tightened too much, so I'm gonna have to release it and see where it adjusts best for this thing to close properly, and then I can make my judgment from there. As for the car itself, I'm gonna have to take this whole thing off, but I just wanted to see, you know, the whole look and everything, and man, it looks a lot better than before, and you can see that, like, it looks a lot better. But as I was saying too, that I bought like a whole new, the under fender for this, the wheel fender is like completely torn up, so I'm gonna have to drop the car up too and get it off, get the wheel off and properly take that off, and then reconnect it back. You can see a piece of it hanging right there, so I'm gonna do that and then get back to you guys when everything is right. But look at that, look at all that and stuff. This looks great. Obviously it needs to be painted over and everything, but like from the fact that it was torn a piece and now it's like back together, just needs to have the proper brackets. Well, I have the brackets on there, but I do have a friend that hooked me up to a company that makes like better brackets for these things, so I'm gonna order one of those brackets and install it on the car. But in the meantime, I'm gonna try to get it back up because I do want to get a car washed. I do want to like do a few things. I was hoping to take this to Cars and Coffee in a few hours from now, but I don't know how that's gonna go. But yeah, all right, so this is the new, where's the knife at? The new wheel fender. I actually installed one of these for an old guy that I know. My car needs one too. My car needs one too because it broke, so oh, we got some goodies in there. There we are. This whole thing needs to get installed on the car, but Yo, that thing look. Yo, I'm in love with the new bumper. That thing looks good. Just gotta get the fitment right. Okay, so I just finished screwing in both sides. As I was saying before, I said it's in my last video. Well, not my last video, but the video. I don't know, when I was installing the diffuser. I was so wrong about putting on double-sided tape. Honestly, guys, just get yourself a drill. You can either get a cheap one on Marketplace. That's what I did. Drill yourself a hole here and just bolt it on, and the whole thing sits properly. Because on the other side, there's a screwed on the other side, so it sits better. It sits better before, because there was like such a gap there. It's better than it was before. Okay, so I just took the wheel off. You can see where the damage was done as I was driving on the highway and everything, and then this whole thing just like slid, and I think it pulled back. As to why my wheels are shredded as well. So yeah, and then I can see, bro, you can see my filter right there. You can see where it's the protection for my headlights where it got shredded up. I'm gonna electrical tape this so I can have that secured. But yeah, you can see right there if I didn't video that properly. I'm gonna take off this whole thing and install the new one, which is right there. I also have a lot of corrosion right here on the brakes, very rusty. I need to get some brake cleaner, spray on there to get off some of that rust and everything, and respray this whole thing too. I want to spray it in red until I get like a whole new brake system. And also because I'm gonna buy new control arms as well, so because my control arm on this is really bad. So yeah, this looks pretty bad. This in here, this thing kind of looks bent. It's kind of, the upper control arm kind of looks bent too. I'm gonna need a whole new system. I'm just gonna get a whole new suspension system right here, like new control arms, lower control arms, upper and lower control arms, new brakes. Yeah, change out these because these look, yeah, this is worn out. Yep, same for this car, daily car. The suspension on the passenger side is like very worn out, so I'm gonna have to replace those too. But yeah, you can see a lot of leakage right there too on the car from all the oil. Alright, so even though that the engine is fixed and everything now, I do have a really bad cat. I have to be careful too, because I don't have anything apart from my jack that's holding up this car, so I'm not gonna go in there and everything. But you can see a lot of like a lot of oil and everything in there. I do have my wife's family member has some jack stands I can use, but you can see also right here how that arm is like coming off. So yeah, I really do need to get new arms, because that's not supposed to look like that. I know that much. Transmission and everything looks nasty. I just gotta get this car like lifted up and clean it up on the underneath it. Yeah, if I can't install the under tray for the car, I'm gonna just get somebody to put it on, mostly because like I don't have the right tools. I could get some jacks right now, like I have somebody I could borrow them from, but like just due to how much like residues underneath there, I would want to just get it cleaned up while at it. So but yeah, anyways, let's get this fixed up. Wheel. Okay, so I just took out the old one. I'm gonna put in the new one now. I gotta make sure that this whole thing aligns, like the screw over there, the hole, and that those two holes have to align together. And I gotta tuck this one into this one and put everything in. So I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, So I just finished putting on the fender line, and I found the reason why the whole thing fell off in the first place. So mind you guys, as I'm making this video, I have this car for about like it's heading on to 2 years now. It's not 2 years as yet, but it's heading on to it's like a year and a half that I own this car. I had this car driving for a while, and then I had it sitting for about a year. So I've only really been driving it for a few months and stuff, because I have a daily car and there's other cars that we drive and everything. This is really just a project car, right? Now, here what the problem was. The owner, whoever owned this car before me, which I actually know the guy and everything, but I don't know the full story behind this. But bro, the more and more I work on this car, I realize there's a lot of things. Whoever used to work on this car before, they did not do things properly, bro. Like, they just do like a half-hand work. Because the whole reason why this whole thing came off is because there was no fucking bolts, bro. Like, these things here. So when I pulled this thing off, right, this is the original one that was there. When I pulled it off, it was only this holding it up, this bolt right here, and one right here. Bro, there's supposed to be 2 bolts right here, which I already, like, not even bolts, like these things to, like, these little stopper things. There's supposed to be 2 on each side, which I just did. I just put bolts on right there. I put one right here, right? I had to compromise and I didn't have any more of these. There was only 2 there. What I had to do, the battery has like a whole covering, and it has these. Me driving without the battery covering is not a big deal and stuff, right? The problem is I haven't gone. Home Depot is not going to open until the next 2 hours, because I'm actually working this car like early in the morning. I started later in the night and everything, so I just took the pins from the battery and use it, because I can't go to Home Depot right now, and I already took off the tire, and it's like, you know. So yeah, that's the same thing on the other side. So I go into the other side of the car, and on the other side there's no pins, bro, because I'm driving the car. Even as I was like moving it from where I was just now, earlier, to park it right here, this whole thing is falling off. It's a good thing that I picked up that there was no pins. I realized it from this side of the car. I was like, hold on, why is this even falling off? Like, I only needed one side. Bro, the reason why is because there's no pins holding up. These little things are not there. It's like they just like put 2 just to hold it up, but never puts it everywhere. This is why it's important, guys. Like, when you get people to work on your car, or you're working on your car, if you see like there's a lot of bolts for places and everything, get back all the bolts, put back all the bolts in the right places. Don't like just put 1 and 2 on each side and be like, okay, it's holding up fine. Don't do that unless it's like an emergency and you're like out of bolts and you just want to like drive to somewhere real quick. Then you could do that. But I really recommend, when you're working your car, make sure all the bolts are in the right places. Make sure you have all the right bolts. If you see bolts missing, go get the rest of the bolts. Because me finding out this saved me trouble, because this was gonna tear. I'm realizing this one was gonna come off too. You can see the marks there from the tire, but thank God I realized it, and I can spare some of these things, right, these little stoppers for this side of the car, bro. Because I was wondering, why is it dragging? Like, when I'm driving, why is it dragging? That's the whole reason why it was dragging. And then if I didn't figure this out or realize it, I could have been driving on the highway, because I gotta go on the highway with the car eventually. And that thing, probably my whole new bumper that I worked so hard on, would have probably came off and everything. So now everything is sturdy and everything in there. I put as much as I can to hold it up. There's like as much, but these are like old ones. You can see it's old, but it's holding it up. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna still use these and everything, so the car can drive at least. And I'm gonna go to Home Depot later and get like new ones, like freshly new ones and everything. But these are still good enough to use it. But I'm really glad I've just figured that out. I'm sorry if I'm rambling and everything, but it's just like a pointer for like anyone that's like, working a car. Like, it's really just good to like make sure that you have all the bolts and things that you need when you're like taking off something. You gotta put something back on, you're wondering why the fitments isn't right and everything. Like, if there's like a lot of holes for something, then it's for a reason. It's for a reason. So yeah, I'm gonna do the other side now. I'm gonna put the tire back on and do the other side. Yeah. At least I won't hear the dragging anymore. It's literally daylight now. Crazy. Okay, don't know how I'm gonna put this in this part of the video. Like, basically, long story short, I'm gonna install the undershort for the car, because I don't have the OEM one because it broke off. I just didn't really think I could do it right now, but I'm gonna try to figure it out and put it on, and I'll let you guys know. But I'm just putting the updates in the video, that apart from the bumper, which is right here, and this the fender lines and everything, I'm gonna put the undershort in, and because I need that support, because I can't put the bumper on really without the and drive the car without this back on there, because I don't want anything flying up in there and getting it damaged. So I'm gonna try to attempt that right now. Random hookup right now, bro, and this shit came on. Go in. All right, everyone, so that concludes the video. The video was really long. It's almost like an hour long, and right now I just realized I didn't even make an outro for the video and everything. So here's a complete breakdown and everything. I'm gonna show like more better shots of the car and everything, but the best way I can put it is that we did a lot of stuff in the car. It wasn't just fixing the whole new bumper and everything, because the bumper originally came with like some fog lights from the previous owner, and you know, I just didn't really like those, and I took them out because I didn't know that the whole time that originally didn't come with the car. So I took those out and I make it look back give it back the OEM look, but with a new lip, new grill with the emblem inside. I have canards that's even up to this very point that I'm making a video, the canards have not gotten here. They're coming all the way from China, and it's been almost like, I don't know, it's been like almost 2 weeks, maybe more, since I've made the purchase for the canards, and I haven't come here as yet. But apart from all that, we got the new splitter in, we got the new grill in with the emblem, the q50 emblem, RGB lights. That's what's in there, and it fits completely fine for the G35 new grill. Then I installed the side skirts and everything, and honestly I don't like the fitments of the side skirts. Like it's the side skirts where it's like split in like 3 pieces, and honestly I don't like how it looks, honestly. So I've already found a better splitter where it's just one complete piece, and even at the little end of the splitter where it has like the fin that I have on the car right now is pretty fine. But the new one that I'm gonna replace the old one with, which is what I have on the car right now, the new one that I ordered online already and everything, it's one straight piece, as I was trying to say, and it has like the fin is bigger, some more aerodynamics, which is really nice, and it's gonna give it a nicer look and everything of the sort. So I just wanted to make this ending part to the video so you guys can follow through everything that I did. And then the thing that's underneath the car that you saw me screwing in, that was the splash shield. Like it's like a splash shield. That's where it's supposed to go. So it's like if you're driving, there's no excess like debris going up in the car, or if you drive over a pothole and you fall in it, there's the pothole, like when the car falls, it doesn't hit anything up in the engine. So that's what that's for, to protect the engine from underneath and everything. So I installed that there. I didn't install everything for the splash shield because it should stretch all the way to the part where it covers up the oil pan and everything, where the oil filter is at, so you can change it. I didn't install that part as yet because I'm going to get the car filter changed soon, and there's some more work that I'm going to do on that aspect of the car, because I have new down pipes and I have headers, and I haven't installed any of those things as yet, but that's for a next video and everything. So I'm just going to leave that open. But there we go. I don't see anybody with an Infiniti G35 coupe that has the grill. Like, they have the grill but don't have the Infiniti like logo that argue like what the Q50s have, and I've always liked it, so I installed it and I think it looks really good and everything. I feel like I look like hella chopped right now, but screw it and stuff. And I'm about to go run and everything and work out. Like, by the way, I'm in the new car too, so if anybody doesn't know, like, you know, and for all who do know, me and my wife been looking for a new car, a new daily car. It's really her car though and everything, because we had like always like kind of just wanted to change it up a bit. Then we got into a crash and stuff like that, and now that's all sorted out. It's not like the crash thing is all sorted out, but we're dealing with other things. But apart from that, I'm inside the new car. I'm gonna make a video on that car, so if you guys can guess what car this is, although I think I might have showed like the logo of the car and everything, but you guys still have to like probably guess just for the fun of it, see if anybody makes it this far. If not, it's whatever and stuff. But I'm gonna make a video on the new car. But apart from all that, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and for anybody who, like, you know, is probably doing the same thing that I'm doing, hopefully this video was helpful and everything, because it's really just me building the car and documenting it as I go. And then on top of that, you know, that's just really it. I just wanted to change up the whole front look of the car, and I added the side skirts, and I fixed the diffuser, because I had a video where I installed the diffuser and I was saying like because the edges were kind of like loose, and I was saying to double tape it. Don't do that, just screw it in. I was so wrong, just screw it in. You know what I'm saying? Try and error as I like work on the car. I like learn too and like fix it and like make you guys know as well and everything. But yeah, so real quick, new grill, new emblem, front lip, splash shield, the underguard, splash shield, side skirts is now in place. And what else am I forgetting? If I haven't said the splash shield, like, yeah, that's already there and everything. So that's everything for the car. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. At the ending, after me talking and everything, I might put some more clips of the car, like with the lights on and everything. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Dimitri_Viller. I post like a lot of things on the car early before I post it on YouTube, you know, because this is Instagram, you can post like stories and everything. But like, I hope you guys like it. Please to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.